Witam ponownie w Black Mirror. Jest to część pierwsza, nadal. Jesteśmy w pierwszym rozdziale, ale jesteśmy już blisko końca. W ostatnim odcinku odwiedziliśmy Willow Creek. Dowiedzieliśmy się, że nie ma starego Mareya. Oraz dowiedzieliśmy się tego, że William często przychodził właśnie tutaj do tej parafii. W dziwnych porach, ponieważ późno w nocy przychodził. No jesteśmy tutaj, aby się odwiedzić księdza i dowiedzieć się. No, ale kościół jest zamknięty, więc na razie się nie dowiemy. Jest grabarz. Pogadajmy z grabarzem, może będzie coś wiedział.
Good afternoon. Have you time for a little talk?
Chyba mu się animacja zacięła.
I never hurry anywhere, unlike everyone else around here.
I'm interested in learning about the parish and this cemetery. I think you're the right man to ask.
Maybe. I've been helping Father Frederick for many years.
To jest bardzo pozytywny ksiądz. Grabarz. Taki aż chce się z nim rozmawiać. No dobrze, wypytajmy go. W sumie wszystko. Najpierw od kościoła zacznijmy.
May I have a look inside the church?
You have to wait for Father Frederick to return. The church is going to stay locked until then.
But you can open it, can't you?
It doesn't matter. It's going to stay locked, as Father Frederick ordered.
No, więc nie wejdziemy. Bardzo służbista z tego grabarza, lojalny człowiek. Pogadajmy na jego temat.
What is your name actually?
Mine? No one calls me anything other than Gravedigger. Father Frederick's Gravedigger. And I don't mind if you have questions about it. It's true anyway. And you are a Gordon, right?
Yes, Samuel Gordon.
So you're the grandson of old Mr. William?
Yes,
I saw you at the funeral.
of course. Did you know William?
No, not personally. I would see him from time to time, though. He used to go inside the church.
How often?
Not that often, but when he did show up, he was always in a hurry, as if he knew he didn't have much time left.
Did he ever speak with you?
No, I told you, I did not know him well.
But he would speak with Father Frederick, wouldn't he?
You will have to ask Father that yourself.
I will. Thanks.
Zbyt wiele się nie dowiedzieliśmy, oprócz tego, że William odwiedza kościół. Zapytajmy.
I've heard that you sometimes saw William come to the vicarage late at night. Is that true?
Who told you that?
That's not important. So is it true?
I don't care to talk about it. I don't want to look for problems.
Whatever you tell me will stay just between us.
It's not like I think I can trust you, but since you're a Gordon, I'll tell you what I've seen.
Twardy negocjator.
Everyone Sir William thought he was a bit of a madman. Please don't get offended. And later, when he refused to see anyone, the gossip began floating about. I'm telling you this so that you know I'm not making up what I'm going to tell you next.
Go on.
I first saw him here some 6 months ago. I was sitting in my cabin, about to go to bed. I saw a light. It was someone approaching the church. In the 20 years that I've been working here, no one has ever come here this late. So I went outside to check out what was going on. I saw a figure concealed in a dark coat walking among the graves. He was looking for something, his head down to the ground.
Was it William?
At that moment I had no idea who it was. I couldn't see his face in the darkness. He spent some 20 minutes there, going round, mumbling something.
What was he saying?
Well, I observed him from a distance. It wasn't audible.
So what happened next?
The church door opened, and he made for it right away. I cautiously followed him. Father Frederick was standing in the doorway. It seemed as if he was expecting that person. It was only then I realized It was Sir William, because I was close enough to recognize his voice. He and the father had a long conversation then, and Sir William was waving his hand vigorously about during most of it. They finally went inside, and that is all I saw.
Do you know anything more?
I never stick my nose in other people's business.
Thanks for telling me this.
I only told you because you're Sir William's grandson. Now leave me alone. I have to finish my work here.
Why was William meeting with Father Frederick in the middle of the night?
Właśnie. No ale przynajmniej wiemy, że informacja, za którą zapłaciliśmy pieniądze, było 17 funtów, jak dobrze pamiętam, potwierdziła się. William przychodził tutaj w nocy i odwiedzał ojca Fryderyka. Ale o czym rozmawiali, no na razie się nie dowiemy.
You said you have known Father Frederick for many years. What can you tell me about him?
Father Frederick is the best man I know. He took me in when I was orphaned and raised me as his son. For that I will be grateful to him for the rest of my life, and I will be around to help him as long as I am able to. But if you want to talk to him, you will have to wait until he returns from the neighbouring manor.
I see. Thanks.
Czy ojciec Fryderyk jest dobrym księdzem? Znowu mu wyczyli. Dobra, mniejsza. Ojciec Fryderyk jest dobrym księdzem. Przyjął jako sierotę tego grabarza. Może też dlatego wszyscy mówią na niego grabarz, ze względu na to, że no naprawdę nikt nie wie, jak on ma na imię. A on sam też nie chce się tym pochwalić. No, zapytajmy również o parafię.
Tell me, how old is this parish?
No one knows how old exactly, but this cemetery and church are much older than anything in the neighbourhood. A long time ago, they used to bury heretics here. They say there's a system of corridors under the cemetery where the souls of the innocent wander looking for a way out. You know, I've seen quite a lot all these years here, but...
For instance?
Well, it was a long time ago, but some years back I heard something like the voice of a child in the distance. It was moaning and singing verses. At first I thought it was just an illusion, but then I could no longer contain my curiosity and went outside to have a look. I followed the sound of the voice, but the closer I got, the less audible the voice became.
Maybe it was just a child playing nearby.
2 hours after midnight? I don't think so. Plus, look around. There are graves far and wide. But that's past.
Dziwna sprawa z tym
I have
dzieciakiem.
no idea what it was, and I do not want to know. I don't even know why I'm telling you this.
Have you heard the voice again, or anything similar?
I've already told you enough. Don't tell anyone about this. I don't want to look like an old fool.
Ciekawe. Ciekawe. No, na razie się nic nie dowiemy. Odwiedźmy za to cmentarz. Bardzo klimatycznie ten cmentarz jest zrobiony, moim zdaniem. A wracając do tego, co mówił grabarz, wszystko wskazuje na to, że okolica jest nawiedzona, skoro tutaj najpierw chowali heretyków.
The names carved in stone are no longer legible.
Czyli Tego znowu czyli. A gdyby się coś chcą zrobić, żeby tego czyli wymówić za często. Kolejne nagrobki, które już nie są odwiedzane przez nikogo. Tutaj mamy krypty.
One of the crypts of our family. I don't even know who's buried in it.
No tutaj są krypty Gordonów, przodków, a tutaj mamy nagrobek. Sprawdźmy go. Jest to nagrobek Wiliama. Zobaczcie, człowiek sobie trochę pożył. całkiem sędziwy wiek. Mamy tutaj miejsce interakcji. Użyjmy.
William will rest in this cold grave forever. I'll find out the whole truth, even if I go through hell for it.
Tak, Samuel będzie chciał zrobić wszystko, aby dowiedzieć się prawdy. Myślę, że tej prawdy się dowiemy prędzej czy później. Mogę to przeklikać. Dobrze. Dowiedzmy się od grabarza. Może wrócił przypadkiem ojciec Frederick. Miejmy nadzieję, że tak. Przynajmniej będziemy mogli dowiedzieć się, tak? Jakieś rzeczy. Trochę nam się sytuacja może wyjaśni.
Not for long, I've got a lot of work to do.
Has Father Frederick returned yet?
No, he hasn't. It's a long journey from Winshire. He won't be back until tomorrow.
Czyli dopiero jutro.
You'd like to go inside the church, but I've already told you about it.
Służbista.
Now go. I have to finish this before dusk.
Słyszymy dzwony.
It's 7 o'clock. I should return to the main gate. If Herman is true to his word, his man will be...
Będziemy mieć prywatne rzeczy Wiliama.
You must be Dr. Herman's man, is that right?
I'm not Herman's man. I just work for him from time to time. You're Samuel Gordon, aren't you? I've got something to deliver.
Yes, please give it to me.
Yeah, why not? I don't care who you are anyway. I was supposed to give this package to whoever came to this gate at 7. That's when my job is over. Take it so I can go.
Dobry kurier.
Are you Mark?
Yeah, that's me. Why?
Harry said you had worked in our garden.
A couple of times. So what?
I'd like to ask you about William Gordon. What can you tell me about him?
Nothing. I barely knew him. I just worked in the garden. I'm in a hurry. Do you want anything else?
No thanks.
Bardzo się śpieszy ten człowiek.
Around.
Bye. I hope I'll find what I'm looking for.
No dobrze, więc nie zwlekając, zobaczmy co jest w tej skrzyni. Bardziej mi to wygląda na pudełko kartonowe. Mamy zegarek. Otwórzmy go. Mamy notatkę. No, jest coraz lepiej. Zerknijmy na tą notatkę.
To my forgetful head, the path to the key begins in the library, on my work table, hidden away under the blue curtain of unwritten words.
No to teraz musimy wejść do zamku, skierować się do biblioteki, z tego co wyczytaliśmy. Hermana już nie ma tutaj. Skierujmy się do tyłu. No i zobaczmy jeszcze raz tą notatkę. Zobaczcie, mamy tutaj kałamarz i mamy globus. Więc myślę, że ten kałamarz należy użyć. Proszę bardzo. Ciekawostka. I coś tutaj jest w tej skrytce.
There's a box of some sort. I'll take it.
Muszę weź to. Pudełeczko. W pudełku
Miniatures of the planets of the solar system, carved from hardwood.
no właśnie. A to prowadzi nas do globusa. Bo w poprzednim odcinku otwieraliśmy globus, prawda? A więc połóżmy tutaj. No i teraz się zacznie. Zobaczymy, na ile znam układ słoneczny. To najpewniej będzie ostatnio, czyli Pluton, tak? To jest czerwona planeta. Moment, teraz pierwsza, druga, trzecia, czwarta, tak? Czerwona. To będzie Ziemia. To będzie Wenus. To będzie Merkury, tak? Mars. Po Marsie będzie, stawiamy Jowisza. Potem jest Saturn. Aha. Ciekawe. Czy trafię za pierwszym razem? Coś zrobiłem nie tak. Brawo ja. O, no tutaj się pomyliłem tylko z tymi planetami.
That's it.
I mamy klucz.
That must be William's key.
Swoją drogą, ja wiem, że to jest przygodówka i tak dalej, że to musi być zakręcone, ale ja jako zwykły człowiek raczej nie robiłbym sobie takich układanek do skrytek. Aczkolwiek z drugiej strony musiałoby być to naprawdę coś cennego, żeby mieć to w takiej skrytce, w tak zrobionej skrytce. No nic, to kierujemy się do starego skrzydła na strych i do wieży. No i dowiemy się może czegoś więcej w końcu. O tej śmierci. Pięknie.
I left William's key on the other side of the door. The lock must have gotten stuck.
Czyli jesteśmy uwięzieni. Zobaczmy na szachownicę.
Black book is missing.
Otwórzmy sekretarzyk. I co tutaj mamy? Mamy... Tak, no. Fajna melodyjka, bardzo klimatyczna. Dobra. Ile można? Hello?
As though I've heard that melody somewhere before.
Gdzieś na pewno słyszałeś. O, mamy czarną wieżę.
Lots of scrolls and papers, but none with William's writing. He must have been recording the important notes
Na pewno spisywał. Z tobą się zgodzę. Tylko gdzie on to spisywał? Patrzmy tą masywną skrzynię.
The lid is locked.
Obejrzmy te przedmioty.
As though I've heard that melody.
Jest to nożyk. Ciekawa sprawa. Zerknijmy tutaj w te mapy.
Astrological maps. William admired the stars and space.
Tak.
I don't think these can help me though.
No ale dobra, zanim tutaj zdobędziemy dalej informacje, zerknijmy na te drzwi jeszcze raz.
The lock is...
Z tego co kojarzę, to tą kartę... Dobrze, to co spróbujemy później. Ta skrzynia.
The lid won't move.
Czy możemy użyć na niej? Nie możemy. To zerknijmy jeszcze raz te A, szuflada. Nie otworzyłem szuflady, faktycznie. Zobaczmy, czy tutaj coś jest ciekawego.
This title makes no sense. I'll have a closer look.
Mam jakąś książkę. Tutaj nic ciekawego. Nożyk. Coś nożyk, coś nożyk. Nożyk nic. Sprawdźmy tą książkę.
Inside the book. The pages have been cropped so as to hide it. I'll take it.
Mamy kluczyk. I obstawiam, że ten kluczyk będzie do masywnej skrzyni. No, a na pewno w tej skrzyni już coś znajdziemy. Zerknijmy do jej środka. Mamy tajemniczą kulę.
It's cold to the touch.
Czy mamy coś jeszcze? Mamy...
A glow and a sextant. What did William need all this for?
No właśnie. Nic tu więcej nie widzę. Na tą chwilę. Cyk, 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 cyk. O, pergaminy jeszcze mamy.
Several scrolls. There isn't anything you...
Książki już nie mamy, rozumiem. Tu na tym nic nam nie da. Gdzieś musi być jeszcze pamiętnik.
The lid won't move. Oh, maps.
Jeszcze raz zerknijmy do skrzyni. Czy na pewno wszystko wzięliśmy pod uwagę? Tak.
The lock is stuck. I'll try to push the latch open. Success.
Dobra.
I need to explore William's study thoroughly.
Czyli musimy jeszcze czegoś tutaj poszukać. Tylko czego? Szuflada. Myślę, że nadal coś tam możemy znaleźć. Książki sensownego tutaj nie widzę. A może na szufladę prawem myszki? A?
Has been glued to the bottom side of the drawer. The diary of William Gordon. William's diary.
Pięknie. Pamiętnik nam pomoże.
Hopefully I'll finally learn what happened that night.
Dobrze, tak więc słuchajmy Wiliama.
Old. I know my time is drawing in, and that is why I want to put some sense into my life before I leave this world. I have contributed my last years to looking for the truth about my family and the blood that runs in my veins. Maybe it is also because of the guilt that I bear in my heart for the fate of my dear James. The fate that I didn't have the courage to change. After all the years spent with the old Jones, I know at last what the goal of my search is. I must not lose time. March 23rd. In the chronicle of the manor and the old records in the library, I have learned things that were forgotten and much that is new. I learned that James is not the only one to have lost full control of his mind. Throughout the centuries, several of my blood ancestors have suffered from the same affliction that now curses James. It seems as though it is all somehow correlated, has a perverse purpose of some kind. I traced the family line and learned that every one of those poor souls had been born in the same week, repeating with a period of 2 centuries. Is the madness supposed to be punishment of some sort? A punishment for deeds so horrible that we have not been pardoned, even after 700 years? I am terrified by this idea. It follows me now, day and night. April 5th. I feel something is not right with me. I am weaker from day to day. My age has caught up with me at last. As the chronicle foretells, the way to revealing the truth is through 5 symbolic keys. I don't exactly know what their purpose is, but if they can lead me to the truth, I must obtain them. I have decided to pursue first the ones that have been carried over time far from my manor. Centuries ago, the keys were given to different men of our family for safekeeping, so that they couldn't be used together. Luckily, I still have my own with me, and obtaining James's key should not be difficult. If only I had known before what I know today, I would not have given it to him. The next one must be in the hands of Marcus himself, according to the records. The 4th one was given to Gordon, the original owner of the remote manor in Wales. I must set off for Wales soon, that is certain. I still do not know where the 5th key is. Its origin eludes me in the many years of the past. When I obtain the other ones, I must find this last one too. April 15th. I have returned from Wales. My searching was futile. It was not easy to get into the family tomb. Unfortunately, I failed to reveal the next fragment of truth, and returned home empty-handed. Not all hope is lost, however. I will focus on the keys that James and Marcus possess. It should not be hard to obtain them. April 21st. I cannot change what has happened in the past of my ancestors, but I hope I can influence the events of the future. The curse that has plagued our family must be of dateless origin. It must stretch into times as distant as those of Marcus and Mordred, the first Gordons. I have decided to start looking for answers at the place where the body of Marcus rests. I know that the tomb is concealed in the dark underground of the parish. Its entrance has long been lost in forgetfulness. No one knows where to begin to look for it. I will set off for the vicarage tonight, April 26th. Whatever it is that is buried underneath Warm Hill, it is not easily within reach. It took me several days before I discovered an extraordinary pedestal with numerous tiny and meticulously shaped stones in the belfry. The whole pedestal is a complex mechanical lock. Surely it will open the way to the church's underground for me. I tried to change the positions of the opposite stones, but it was beyond my will to fully concentrate. I was too tired to attempt to set up the mechanism properly. Before I left for home, I made a drawing of the whole mechanism and returned the stones to their original configuration. Tomorrow I will go to Warm Hill as early as possible. April 27th. Luck was on my side today. I opened the way leading to the tomb of Marcus. Surely, I'm the first one in centuries to have succeeded in doing so. How great was my surprise when I descended into the tomb. There was not a trace of Marcus's grave. Nothing. His body must be hidden somewhere. I hope that the answer lies in the 4 books surrounding the center of the tomb. Shall wisdom be your way? Writes an old text carved in stone. Even after his death, wisdom protects Marcus as it has in his life. I am almost positive that the first answer is map. Despite the darkness, I tried to write down the text from the books, but it was easier to memorize it. I also found it extraordinary, in all probability, a ceremonial object in the shape of a perfect sphere. When I touched it, it was as though whole long centuries breathed on me. An odd feeling. May 7th. I am afraid of this night. I have not slept for 2 days now, and I hear voices. Yes, human voices. There are dozens of them. Their whispering is melting my ears into a sea of horrifying noise. What's happening with me? Am I mad too? No, I repudiate that, now that I am so close to the truth.
No, i tak jak się tutaj dowiedzieliśmy, William poszukiwał prawdy na temat rodu Gordonów. Tutaj mamy klucze, które będziemy szukać w następnych rozdziałach. Na pewno będziemy mieć i tą zagadkę przed sobą. Tą również, no i kula, którą wzięliśmy, tak? Z skrzyni Wiliama. No teoretycznie troszeczkę nam rozwiało się. Część informacji wiemy, tak? Po prostu śmierć Jamesa, czyli ojca Samuela, sprowokowała Wiliama do poszukiwania prawdy na temat rodu Gordonów. No i zaprowadziła go dokładnie w to miejsce, w którym skończył. Sorki, musiałem się napić, wiecie. Jest gorąco. No i skończył jak skończył. Wszystko wskazywało na to, że nie mógł wytrzymać tych głosów, no i jednak popełnił to samobójstwo. Ale czy tak było naprawdę? No, nie wiem. I w tym momencie kończymy pierwszy rozdział. Czyli jednak ta wieża była troszeczkę nawiedzona. Ciekawe było to zagranie.
Sir, you're awake at last. We were starting to worry that something might have happened to you.
What happened to you?
Dawno stara gra, nowy system, dlatego mieliśmy tą klatkę.
Head started to ache vigorously. I can't remember anything after that. How did I make it to my room?
Bates found you lying unconscious.
Jeśli cię, no a jak?
Yes, I was going to tidy up there when I saw you lying on the floor. I hurried to get Sir Robert, and then we carried you to your bed so that you could have a rest.
I told you, Samuel, that you should take a rest after such a long journey.
Perhaps you are right. I have no idea what happened. I vaguely remember having a strange dream, and I cannot figure out what it means.
Important thing is that you're all right.
Tak jest.
Yes, that's true.
It would be best for you to sleep for a while.
This time, I will follow your advice, Robert.
Good. We shall leave you alone then. If it gets worse, come see me.
Thank you. Hopefully I will be all right now.
Come, Bates. We shall leave Samuel to his rest.
Yes, sir.
Robert is right. I should take a rest. Tomorrow, I'll find out more than today.
Prawda? No i zaczynamy rozdział drugi. No i teraz gra już, że tak powiem, nabierze tempa większego, bo tutaj chodziliśmy tylko wokół Black Mirror. Samuel miał koszmar.
My thoughts were interrupted by a knock at the door.
Sir! Sir! Open up!
What's going on, Bates?
Open up, sir! I have to tell you something.
Hold on, Bates. I'm there in a moment.
Cóż się takiego wydarzyło?
What's the matter then?
It's horrible, sir. Henry, our gardener. They found him in the garden pond.
Calm down, Bates. What are you talking about?
They found him dead this morning in the pond. I know what I am saying. I saw his body being dragged out.
How did it happen?
I have no idea. Detective Collier will tell you that. He has been questioning everyone for quite some time now, and he wants to speak to you too. He did not give any of us a chance to recover from the shock, not even Madam.
Where will I find him?
He's waiting for you in the common room. We had better go there right away, sir.
All right, let's go. Detective Collier.
Yes. Samuel Gordon, I presume. I need to speak with you. Mr. Gordon, do you know what happened?
Yes, Bates told me everything.
Good. I need to ask you a couple of questions. Shall we begin?
Yes.
Did you speak with Henry Stanton yesterday?
Yes, I only arrived yesterday, but I spoke with him during the day.
Oh, you arrived yesterday?
Yes, to attend William's funeral.
I understand. What did you speak with Stanton about?
I don't know exactly. It was a very trivial conversation.
Had you known him from before?
No, I only knew Mr. Dickens, who was Henry's predecessor.
That was before you left the manor?
Yes, about 12 years ago.
Okay, let's return to your conversation with Stanton yesterday. Did he seem strange to you? Nervous or disturbed?
No, nothing like that. He behaved normally.
So, you were saying that he seemed normal?
Right.
I spoke to Morris, your groom, before this interview. He told me that Stanton would often have a bit too much to drink.
Yes, I have heard the same.
Madame Victoria has also confirmed it.
What do you make of it?
Well, they found him in the garden pond, tangled up in algae. I don't know yet how he ended up in there, but the most likely explanation is that it was on account of his drunken state. He might have bumped into something, lost his balance, and fallen into the water.
Maybe. But don't you think the water would have awakened him?
No, exactly the opposite. It was water that caused his death. He fainted, fell into the pond, and the cold water did its thing.
Stopped his heart?
He wouldn't be the first drunkard to have drowned like this. What's ironic, however, is that it didn't happen in a lake or a river, but in a little bit of water in the back garden. Oh well, no man can choose his death.
Detektyw już ustalił, co się stało,
Thank you.
bez żadnych badań.
Would you please see me out?
Certainly. Follow me, detective.
I will now wait for Dr. Herman's report and close this case. Thanks for your time, Gordon.
You're welcome, detective.
Goodbye.
Collier wants to close the case. Now that Henry is dead, I've got to find a way to obtain the second part of that strange object.
Dokładnie. I w ten sposób to będzie główna, że tak powiem, część, że tak powiem, na początek tego rozdziału, czyli zdobycie tej części. Jak zauważyliście, pogoda popsuła się nam w okolicy tego właśnie zamczyska. No nic, na tym zakończymy ten odcinek, równocześnie kończąc rozdział pierwszy. No nie zaczęło się zbyt wesoło. Zauważcie również, że Samuel kazał Henry'emu oczyścić tą sadzaweczkę, tak? Tą fontannę. Tak więc Samuel pewnie będzie się poczuwał do tego, że to jest poniekąd jego wina. Ale to czy tak będzie, no dowiemy się w następnych odcinkach, na które bardzo serdecznie zapraszam. Dzięki bardzo i trzymajcie się.